There's some people that never face adversity. They never face physical adversity and they're terrified of it. They never face mental adversity. They've had some sort of an easy, non-testing job, and that's how they function in and out of every day. And when you're in that situation, you're like a fucking car that's never been pushed past 50. You don't even know how to drive that thing. You don't even know what the fuck's happening. Your wheel's shaking and it's making noise and there's fucking smoke coming out of the back. You don't even know what to fucking do with your body when it gets into a bad situation. It's hard to appreciate the amount of character.
A lot of people see ground fighting done badly and they think it's all strength-based. This is absolutely not the case. This is truly a place where a small person can beat a big person. The ground takes away a lot of mobility, and if you use your weight effectively, you can overcome a huge amount of a person's strength. It's a pretty addictive thing, actually. Once you get started on it, it's like, it's so skillful and so technical that, you know, it can't help, if you've got any brain at all, it can't help draw you in. It's like, I call it like physical chess, where you've got to be fit and strong, but also you have to have a very, very agile mind as well, so that you can perceive things, you can be thinking, okay, I'm going to make him think I'm doing this, but I'm going to go here. And it is just like playing chess on the ground. So it's immensely rewarding mentally and physically.
This foot comes to my butt, I hip out, put my foot on his hip here. Then my foot comes out and I hip out again here, and I start to pull him here. I switch, and this knee comes across the centre line of his body here. I sit that, and I come to mount. Let's go here, let's do this.
Well, it's mostly a ground fighting system, but there is a lot of stand-up techniques. Mainly arm locks, chokes that wouldn't be in other martial arts, and dealing with clinches and someone pinning you on the ground and stuff like that. Yeah, it's for everybody. Mainly, you know, women it's really good for, because you don't particularly need to be strong. You know, the secret of jiu-jitsu really is good timing and leverage on your techniques, so you can beat a stronger opponent. You're put in situations like, you know, like a lot of physical situations where it's teaching you how to stay calm and breathe, and you'll get really fit really quickly doing techniques you didn't think would be that physical. But on a resistant opponent, it's incredible. You're working every muscle. The first time I ever did jiu-jitsu sparring, my body was so sore the next day, and even though I had 20 odd years of training behind me, it didn't make any difference. My whole body was like, I was using muscles I never used before, you know. When sparring comes in, you'll get people's ego kicking in, and you know, people can get hurt quite easily, because despite all the fun aspect, the arm locks and chokes, some people don't want to tap because the ego kicks in, so they can get hurt. It's mainly, you know, someone gets choked out, it's not a big deal. You know, they'll come around pretty quick. But arm locks, leg locks, very dangerous. So you need to keep your ego in check, tap quickly, move on, get over it and learn from it, you know. Well, I think everyone should try it. The close contact thing is a bit weird for girls at the start, and they're just like, oh, I don't like that. But if you get a female training partner when you're starting out, and which we have plenty of here, and there's plenty of female instructors, try it out, and it's really good for women, because you're in that close situation where if you're getting attacked, you'll be able to escape and detach yourself from a dangerous situation and get out there and stay safe. And really, that's what jiu-jitsu is all about. It's, you know, surviving maybe a street attack, because it was designed for self-defense, even though we have the sport element, which I'm not big into, so I'm going to say that now. But I think we shouldn't lose the effectiveness of jiu-jitsu, which is, you know, defend yourself.
I've taken out of Jiu-jitsu is it's the best thing probably that ever came past my life. Or maybe it's just opportunity. I was in the right place at the right time for Jiu-jitsu to enter my life. But Jiu-jitsu as a whole, and touching on my life and touching on passion, it's really, I think it's probably a lot of the stuff I stand for, a lot of the decisions I make in my life. The mental aspect, it definitely just made me be more humble and to appreciate things that you have and appreciate other people, because it's very hard to find good people and to find good training. Simple as that. Or even when you apply it as we apply it to our studies and stuff, I think Jiu-jitsu helps me be very organised. And when I'm given something to do, I can almost break it down, if not immediately, break it down into the areas that I want to do comfortably and confident. I suppose it helps in your confidence as well, but if you're overconfident or cocky, it helps with that as well, because it's going to bring you back and level you out. So anyone that's ever tried Jiu-jitsu, even if it hasn't been for them, they've seemed to have fun doing it. Even if they say, oh, I don't like it or whatever, while they were there, they definitely had fun doing it. So at the very least, you'll have some fun. I think that's one thing that I take from training, the fun. Just the amount of time in training you spend laughing or with a smile on your face in comparison to other places is crazy. I'm probably laughing the whole time I'm training usually, unless it's serious rounds.
Straight.
And then I suppose...
Go now. Go.
People talk about Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, you feel fit, you feel clean, you feel lean, you feel great, you know, you feel happy, you know, so...
Fuck. Yeah.
You feel happy, you know,
Você não vai ficar aqui com essa mão tentando ajustar, não precisa estar aqui, ó, essa mão já estica, ó, estica e já dá pra essa aqui, ó, tá travado, ó. Aí você vai fazer o quê? Você vai levar.
Feeling nervous, just hope to get to the 5 minutes, basically.
So how do you feel about your first competition?
I'm nervous now. The people out there look good. It's definitely a step up in intensity compared to what I'm used to.
Went very quickly, more quickly than I thought it would. I thought the 5 minutes would drag.
What